Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Days. I'm Wanda. Today I'm in my greenhouse. I see Daddy left a hammer hanging up. Oh well, I'm not sure what that's about. I just came out of Danny's greenhouse and I'm going to show you the peppers that I just picked in there, and I left a whole bunch. We took up some peppers like the banana peppers, but I got a bunch of bales and a few just roasting peppers. And I'm picking beans. Y'all, we've had one meal already this week off my beans, and I'm fixing to have another. These things are fabulous in November. This is November the 20, maybe the 20th? I don't know, something like that. I lose track of days. But the greenhouse is worth it. If you get to eat a couple of times a week out of it, hey, it is worth it sometimes. Because if you can't grow anything fresh, at least with a greenhouse you can. So the Queen Dome is starting to take shape, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Alright, you see here all the peppers that I got, and I've started picking the beans, and somebody's going to say I should leave them till they're longer, but y'all, I want to eat beans. So they're hanging. There's a bunch of little ones, and I'm just taking the biggest ones off. And I had to do a lot of manicuring on these because the worms got in here. But you see the beans? I'm taking the biggest ones off. Look at here. This is pretty awesome to have beans in here this time of the year. And I'm going to go through and pick all the beans. And it should be enough for us to have a really good supper later today. The tomato, I come through and bump it, tie it up occasionally. This one I saw somewhere. I had little tomatoes. I don't remember where. I found a little tomato the other day. But anyway, it's starting. This one hasn't bloomed yet, so we're going to let it just go. But, I mean, this is already pretty tall. It's got a lot of blooms in it. I'm anxious to see what kind of tomato, because I thought I planted a blue tomato and it has no blue streaks in it anywhere. And with that being said, it's not a blue tomato, so not sure what I've got here. We'll find out later. As usual, one has all kinds of craziness. Danny's peanuts got stripped by the worms. I mean, literally, they stripped his leaves. We managed to get them all off, but you know, that is the problem in here when we didn't have the top on. My English peas were the same way. They literally got stripped by worms. And we come in here, it's cooled off enough, I think it's got them, but you see how tall they're getting, and they're coming back out in the top, doing really well, and they're starting to bloom. See? Some blooms. So we have 2 rows. Danny's been adding the juice to these too. We have 2 rows of these, and the turmeric doing really well. It's popping up really good. We'll let the sides down if it starts to do anything too cold. So far, nothing in sight. Look at this. These are the regular green beans. The others are the yellow wax beans. They're just loaded in blooms. And little peas or beans, see? So we'll have more green beans, which means we can eat 2 to 3 times a week at least green beans, fresh, in November, fixing to be December. These are the fingerling potatoes. Look at them. Beautiful, healthy looking plants. And then I have a little bit of kale. 3 plants that will provide me kale chips at least once a week. So that's an awesome deal. Anytime I need onions, the Egyptian walking onions here are doing great. Tomatoes, I have some right under there, here, and way down there that will be turning any day. And then there's little ones everywhere and blooms. We just come by and shake it, and it does really awesome. And the peppercorns, hey, they're putting out a lot down here, new growth, which is great. So we're going to see how that does. So far, we've got this one here and this one to here, and it hasn't grown any taller. This one's the same way, new growth at the bottom, but not getting much taller at the top. And it looks good, it looks healthy. It's a beautiful plant. See all the new growth coming? We're just going to run it up. I think it'll be a beautiful addition to the greenhouse. And the okra. You see that? We're not getting much okra now. I'm leaving most of it for seeds because so many people want the seed from this. And Grow Family Network does have some seeds, but they said save seeds. And that's what we're doing. Anybody that's had the bush okra says save the seeds. So since I only have 2 plants, we're going to save some of these. We've eaten off of it like 4 times. So that's a little bit about this greenhouse, what's going on in it, how it's doing. And guys, I'm excited about my greenhouse. We're going to have beans tonight and beans in the future, and possibly some tomatoes and onions, all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys from Crazy Days.